Hi guys, I'm very excited for today's video because I will be introducing my Pan That palette for 2018. I've been thinking about what eyeshadow palette I wanted to pan for several months now, even when I was still panning the MK Naked palette and the Too Faced Naturalized palette. I was already trying to think through to what I wanted to pan for this year. I've decided to do it a little bit differently. I have decided to pan a small Z palette. So in here I have shades that are depotted or have come as like single eyeshadows. So I've got 9 shades in here and I will insert a close up. So this is my little Z palette that I want to work on. So I have my notes here in a Zoella notebook. So on the top row we have 3 MAC shadows. I have the shade Shroom, All That Glitters and Woodwinked, and I really want to use up all of those 3 shadows. I think it will be doable. All That Glitters is very close to getting pan on it already, and Woodwinked has quite a big dip as well. Shroom is my favourite inner corner and brow bone highlight shade. It's just perfect. So I'm hoping I will be able to get through those 3 shadows. The middle row contains 2 Bobbie Brown shadows from the Rich Chocolate Eye palette and another MAC shadow here. So we have Bone and Frappe from Bobbie Brown. Bone, as you can see, already has pan in it and I do want to use those 2 shadows up. And then MAC Satin Taupe, I just want to hit pan on it. It's not as old as the other MAC shadows in this little palette. And then the bottom row is 3 remaining matte shadows from the Bobbie Brown Rich Chocolate Eye palette. I didn't like the 2 shimmer shades from that palette, so I did declutter those. I really like the matte shadows, so I just really want to work on them this year. And the 3 bottom shades I just want to hit pan on. Alongside the small Z palette, I have a medium Z palette with a few other shadows in here to help incorporate into these ones, just to help make it a little bit different, and hopefully they'll work together well. I also have some random cheek products in here that at some point throughout the year I would like to use up. So yeah, this palette is just something that I can use to accompany the small Z palette. So at the bottom I have some warmer tones. I've also got more of an olive green shade, so hopefully they'll work nicely with MAC's Woodwinked. I've also got some more cool tone purple shades that will pair nicely with All That Glitters or Satin Taupe. I don't want to use up any of these larger shadows. They're either Makeup Geek or Morphe. I just want to get maybe a little bit of a dip on all of them. And then I have 2 Marc Jacobs shadows which I depotted from the Lolita palette. And these are backups in case I do finish Bone and Frappe from Bobbie Brown. I've just got them here ready to go. I'm not going to be updating you on this. I just wanted to let you know that I'll be using this to incorporate with the looks. This isn't going to be something that I will keep you posted on, maybe at the end of the year, but throughout the year I probably won't mention it again. As well as the Pan That palette challenge, I am going to be doing my own take on the 1 month 1 palette. Instead of just using a different palette for 1 month at a time, I'm going to be picking 3 palettes to use for 4 consecutive months throughout the year. So the first palette that I will be using until April is the Lorac Pro. So my palette is pretty untouched. I mean, I've been using it since the 1st of December, so it's only been a couple of days already. And I can already see quite a big difference actually in a couple of the shades, which is amazing. So hopefully I'll be able to make some really good progress on this product. I've written down what my goals are for this palette. So for this palette, so far I've said that I just want to hit pan on 4 shades. That might change, we'll see how it goes. But if I can aim for a shade a month, that will work out really well. I did quite well with my MK Naked palette, so I have high hopes for this, considering there is less product in each shadow. By the end of the first 4 months of this year, I want to have a really good opinion on every single shadow in this palette. I want to be able to tell everyone what's good, what's bad about this palette, what I think they could have done better. The next palette I will be working on will be from May to August, and then the final palette of the year will be September to December. So make sure you subscribe so you can find out what other 2 palettes I will be working on throughout the year. I'll only be introducing them on that month for the first time, so you definitely got to come back now to see. I will be giving you monthly updates on my Pan That palette and the 4-month-1 palette. I really hope I can still make some really good progress on the 3 palettes, which I will be pulling into my makeup routine for the year. I've actually paired these 2 together today. I've got all that glitters on the inner part of my eye, and then I went in with garnet on the outer half and under the lower lash line, and I really like this look. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can make really good progress by combining these together. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!